What's up, guys? I'm the Wrestlegamer. Welcome back to Let's Play Sakura Maid 3 right here on the arcade. And on the last episode, Ladon here kind of had a little bit of interesting experience with the blue gel. I'm just going to leave it at that. So, anyway, let's pick it up right here. There seems to be some interesting experiences to be had in these lands after all. Yeah, considering the romp around you have with the blue gel. Yeah. I must remind myself to keep an open mind. I am glad that you're enjoying yourself. Well, that was kind of obvious. I look around myself. The mess in this manor seems to be getting worse. You concern yourself with things such as mess? Well, yes, that is my job. Believe me, the dust around here becomes so thick that if no one cleans it up... Wait, hold on. Backtrack for a second. Right, believe me, the dust around here becomes so thick if no one cleans it up. Okay, I just wanted to double check that statement. It seems petty to concern yourself with something like that. Why not simply evoke the wind and sweep all of it out of this house? Oh my, I am not capable of something like that. Well, these days it's called a vacuum. I cannot simply tell the wind to sweep the dust out for me. And what if it knocks some of Master's valuables over? You cannot evoke the elements? Has even that art been forgotten? Has even that art been forgotten? Ugh, I need to learn to read. What a shame. Ladon seems to be thinking about something. I have something I desire to ask you. Yes? Are you not shocked at my appearance? Or by the revelation that dragonkind still exists? I have seen many strange things while working for Master, so a dragon is not so far-fetched. An unusual perspective. Everyone else I have crossed paths with would not cease staring at me. Well, it might be because of your boobs. Humanity is as awed by dragonkind as it's always been. And yet you stand before me with polite indifference. Do you want me to treat you with awe? No, this is refreshing. After all I've seen among these lands, I do not believe the dragonkind will be the rulers of these lands as we once were. If we are to walk among you, then what is needed is polite indifference, so that we might stand side by side. Please treat me in the same manner as you have this entire time. As you wish, my honored guest. You have my gratitude. She looks around at the paintings. What are these images depicting humans? They are paintings. Paintings, you say? How could they be paintings? The paintings I saw humans create in times past were crude and barely depicted a person's likeness. And yet these almost look as if they are real. How can this be? How has there been so much progress in so little time? Well, I do not know how much time has passed since you were last in the human lands. 1,000 years, as you would put it in human terms. For us, that is what we call a cycle. The world froze over, so we waited until warmer times returned. Right, that is an especially long time for a human. I think that one of our good points is that we slowly get better at things while we practice them. As such, these magnificent paintings you see in front of you aren't just the work of one person, but of many people passing their skills on from one person to another. It's together that we are able to accomplish these things, I like to think. This is an interesting concept. Us dragonkind are long-lived, so we do not go through many generations. But it seems that humans have managed to overcome their mortality through collective effort. Ladon nods to herself. I must make sure to share this perspective when I return to the Iron Cliffs. Why does someone intelligent like you relegate yourself to the meager position of servant? You give me too much praise, Ladon. I am only a humble maid, no one special. I must strongly oppose that notion. You may believe what you wish to about yourself, but I am certain of my perspective now. Well, I do not wish to start a debate with you. I am really flattered that you think so highly of me, Ladon. Always so polite, too. Perhaps I should find a servant when I return to the Iron Cliffs. You said that your position is known as being a maid, if I am not mistaken? That is correct. She walks up to me and starts touching the frills of my uniform. Where is this going? Oh my, whatever are you doing? I get really embarrassed by the sudden movement. We can't do something like that right now. Whatever could you be speaking of? I am simply perplexed by this outfit you are wearing. Do all maids wear such frilly cloth? Well, yes. Mine is a rather unique version of it. Again, that's an understatement. One good sneeze and that outfit comes off. I am fond of it, actually. If only such things existed in the Iron Cliffs. Perhaps this is also something you could bring back with you when you return. Oh, dear master, my heart truly is so easily swayed. It is terrible of me to think that she desired me when I had only met her for a short time ago. Well, my curiosity is sated then. I cannot stop myself from blushing. Is something the matter? No, not at all. You seem to be anxious about something. It seems that this dragon is a little bit dense. It's not anxiety I am feeling, but rather embarrassment. Well, I suppose it is of little consequence. I desire to return to my bedroom, as you called it. Please allow me to show you the way. In the hallway, Ladon seems to look around her. There appear to be many rooms here. Yes, Master's bedroom was among these. Do you also own one of these rooms? I have my own living quarters separate from the manor. It is not very exciting there, I assure you. There are so many rooms, though. Such abundance, and yet you do not sleep in them? Master can have many guests at times, so it is unthinkable for a maid to take up residence in a guest bedroom. So that's how it is, I see. She stops in front of her door. I shall take a long rest. Very well, I will do my best not to disturb you. Do not concern yourself. The sleep of a dragon is deep and filled with wild dreams. I shall not, then. Her speech is very odd. Always so grand and regal. I suppose it comes from her working as an ambassador or because she is a dragon. I will seek you once I have awakened. She disappears into the room and closes the door behind her. Some bad thoughts are creeping at the back of my mind. First there was Alice, then there was Ladon. Does Master simply know all of these beautiful women by some coincidence? Or perhaps, is it deliberate? What a bad thought to have. Does Master simply choose to keep company with them? Master, oh Master, I wish I could understand you. When you get home there will be so much that we need to talk about. I am only your servant, but I must know your feelings. So when you get back, I will gather all the courage I can and speak to you as a woman, not as a maid. Looking up at the railings, I see someone has awakened from their sleep. Greetings, Miss Ladon. Do you require something of me? You seem like you are troubled by something. Your movements are agitated. Whatever could be troubling you? Oh, do not concern yourself with me, my dear guest. The worries of a mere maid are not worth bothering yourself over. You should not so readily dismiss the company of another. I can tell that you desire someone to speak with. Do you not become lonesome spending so much time in this place by yourself? Well, yes. To be left alone with your own thoughts too long can be dangerous. So please share with me your burdens. I will not judge or chastise you for it. Looking at her face, she seems to be completely serious. Perhaps I can trust her then. I am worried about Master. She has been away for so long this time, and yet she seems to know many beautiful girls. I see. You are in love with her. You are so blunt. There is little purpose in dancing around the truth. We must lay it bare in order to understand what path we must take. Do all dragons have no concept of subtlety? It really does make me wonder. Well, I feel a little bit of pain in my heart whenever I think about it. What if Master already has a lover and I'm just being selfish with my feelings? What does that mean? A maid like me could never have a relationship with her. Not ever. You have already lost if you have placed these barriers in your mind. Your master is the one who is in charge of you. Who is to say what is a proper relationship or what isn't? If it's something between the both of you. Gather your courage and push forward. You know what it is that you want. So reach out and seize it with your own strength. After all, you cannot decide these things for yourself. Your master is the only one who has the answers. Yeah, you're right. We'll sit down together with a hot pot of tea and some scones and talk it out. That is certainly what you should do. Oh, but I feel so lonely when she is not here. Ladon gives me a strange look. I have come to admire you, servant of the master. So if your feelings are eating you from within, then I shall help carry your burden. Carry my burden? What do you mean exactly? She walks up to me and places one of her arms around my waist. Ooh, my. She pulls me closer, her focused eyes looking deeply into mine. For dragonkind, companionship is given to all those who need it. So if you desire, I shall keep you in good company. Oh dear, this is all so sudden. Whatever should I do? I can feel a fiery passion igniting in my heart. Are you sure that's a passion or something else? Should I? What does my heart tell me to do? I want it. Then you shall have it. Oh boy. Oh, good God. Here we are entwined with one another. I had not thought such a thing would happen. And yet here I am so utterly enchanted by her. I have begun to realize that her body is so incredibly soft. Although she described herself as a dragon, she is no beast of armored scales and terrible flames, but a soft, graceful creature with delightful curves, ones which I eagerly drink in with my eyes. The sight of her lying before me is enough to send waves of roiling desire through me. My tongue begins to reach deep inside her folds, savoring the taste. I eagerly, greedily drive my tongue in and out, ensuring that it bumps up against her. Her legs seem to twitch a little bit every time I lick. An eager lover you are. With my face buried in between her legs, she holds me in place. The soft flesh of her thighs spills around me, trapping me in a world of warmth and softness. Her hand begins to shrug alongside my neck, slowly sliding down my back. The merest touch from her is enough to send quivers and shudders through me. Arousal begins to make my head feel light. Bit by bit, you guys can tell I'm kind of going fast. I'm more greedily drinking in her love as they begin to pour from her. Oh yes, that is so good. She seems to become especially aroused too. A steady, sticky flow begins to pour from her, and every little bit of it crosses. I do not allow a single drop to escape. How would I love to whisper, but I cannot move my head away. She has me locked there until I am done. I begin to move up and down, making sure that it makes her gasp every time. I can tell her she's just on the edge. It is going to rise out of me. Here it is. Loudly she lets out a cry which echoes throughout the entire manor, resounding off the walls. Her body trembles from the sheer strength of her. She twitches and writhes, waiting for it to work its way out of her system. Bit by bit she calms down, allowing herself to settle into the afterglow. You are truly gifted. That is an utterly divine tongue. I am happy to please you. Okay. Well, after that little round of fun, we're gonna go ahead and call it an episode. If you guys like this video, be sure you slam that like button, like a champ. If you guys want to see more of Sakura Maid 3 and other visual novels right here on the arcade, you know the two ways you got to do it. You got to like, drop the subscribe button, and hit that bell icon. If I can learn to talk, hit that bell icon to turn on notifications, so that way you guys will never miss out on another one of my videos here on my channel. So with that being said, I'm your friendly neighborhood Wrestlegamer, reminding all of you out there to stay awesome. Bye, guys!